All right, guys. Big thank you, Deechla, and such a crap for the resubs. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Pigsty. All right. Let's go, guys. It is time for game 4 of this week's iCast Your Freakin' Awesome Reapers. I actually got rid of my webcam, didn't I? What do we do? We like webcam? We turn webcam on?
We turn webcam off. Webcam on?
Webcam off. We'll leave it on. I don't know. We normally do that. People are like, no, I'd rather less of your face. You guys can request it. And I probably won't listen to you. I'll probably just do what I want. But who knows? Maybe it'll slightly influence my decision. For now, this is, of course, the Spitballs Icyfar challenge. We get to harass the shit out of your opponent. If you want the new challenge to submit replays, we've just announced it. It is, I love the smell of napalm in the morning. Bomb your opponent to the Stone Age with control over the skies. Excuse me. All right, up here in the top right. Pretty sure the victim in this Icyfar, the Protoss player, it's Tangela. Meanwhile, down here in the bottom left, someone from my clan, one of my students for like a year now, maybe longer. This is the guy who I was coaching on stream that time, and we were like, hey, cool. He's like, yeah, mutas are really OP. I like don't know how to fight mutas with my bio play. And I'm like, cool, okay, so like, do you struggle to get out the Thors and Mines? And he's like, Thors and Mines? Those don't beat mutas, they just fly around them. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I go 3 Starport Viking. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. And he shows me this replay where he has 30 Vikings fucking chasing mutas around the map and murdering them. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, this works really well for me. And I'm like, what? I'm like, I think this is bad. And he's like, oh, no, why? And I'm like, I don't know. I've never seen it before. So I assume it's probably bad because of a reason. But like, I actually need to think through why it's bad because I've never seen anyone. I'm like, no one's tried this since Wings of Liberty. He's like, oh, I've been doing it for a while. It's pretty fun. And I'm like, you know, you're crazy, right? And he's like, yeah, I like to play different. And I'm like, okay. That's when I knew Kilkenny was an absolute fucking gem of a StarCraft player. I was like, this guy just does his own thing. He always wants to counter his opponent's units. Very Florencio style. Like, everything he does is like, he's like, well, if they go this, I want to go that. If they go this, I want to go. And he has like 27 different adjustments within his builds to try to do the most annoying thing for his opponent to deal with. He loves playing like weird battle mech where he burrows Widow Mines all over the map. And yeah, he's just a crazy player. So it's really fun. So whenever we coach, because I've tried to like obviously shore up his fundamentals, but it's always like with the addendum that it's going to be like, we're shoring them up a little bit without losing the special flavor of psychopath that makes Kilkenny the entertaining and interesting player that he is. You can see here, later command center than normal by just a few seconds, but it really, actually, no, that was pretty normal. Very quick factory though, right onto those Hellions. You can tell super focused on getting that down as quick as possible, straight into Starport. Just 2 on that gas, so kind of a little bit of gas optimization there. That's what we're going to call it. May have accidentally done it. I know I do that accidentally, but then if I show people the replay, I go, yeah, it was on purpose. It's optimization. The 2 out of 3 on gas. It was. See, he puts it on 3rd. He didn't need the gas till now. I promise you guys. Promise you. Nonetheless, Tangela up here is just chilling, going blink 3 gate. That's like a pretty standard opening, right? Very safe. Adept and Stalker, semi wall off. You know, you don't want to go full chub with your wall off in case they come with a tank push and bunkers and it's hard to get in and out of your wall. So that's why some people, when they are faced with a tight, cramped space, they do actually just go half chub with the wall off like this, like Tangela is. And that way, you know, you can definitely squeeze your army in and out. Can't go 5 minutes casting without doing it. Sorry, guys. Someone is like, oh, we didn't make a dirty joke for like 7 minutes there, pig. You were on a streak. Oh, yep. I know. It was never going to last. I'm sorry, guys. You know, sometime, one day I'm going to go a whole stream without talking about this sort of stuff. One day. Anyways, we've got Cloaked Banshee. Wait. Yeah, Cloaked Banshees. Mines burrowing all over the map. The mines. Hellions waiting to backstab. You know what would be great, guys? If, even though Blink's done, the Stalkers move across the map to pressure and they just walk through a mine, lose a Stalker, walk through a mine, lose a Stalker, walk through a mine, lose a Stalker. That's what I really want to see here. Oh no. My job is to build a nexus, build a fucking death. Okay, the Stalker's like, hey, that's not nice. I think that's a miss rally. The Stalkers blink back to deal with the Hellion. They're like, cool, we dealt with the Hellions. They're like, False sense of security. The stalkers go down. The Hellions drive in, right? Right. Oh, he's waiting. As if. I really want to see that. But Banshee's coming across as well. So the stalkers have cleared that out. The natural's a little bit open. Gonna go for that third base now. Is the Protoss player. He's like, stop fucking with me, man. Meanwhile, back at home, more Hellions, more Banshees coming out. And I think the fuckery is about to increase. As the Banshee cloaks a little bit ahead of time, does cloak really far out. I mean, that way you make sure you don't get spotted, right? Until you start firing. So not a bad call. And bam, there's no observers out. First observer's about halfway done in the natural, but the rally point has not been adjusted yet, which means this player is reacting quite slowly. 2 Hellions drive in and the probe stack, Oh my God. Oh, you can tell he's planned that as well. You can tell Kilkenny planned that. He's like, yeah, I make the probes run to the natural with my Banshee. Then I drive my birdie cars in and I fuck them up. It works quite often. And I'm like, who plans that? And he's like, I plan it because my name's Kilkenny and I'm crazy. I love that shit. That's so beautiful. There is a third Nexus on the way. So, you know, if you chrono probes like a psychopath, you can always recover. Tangela is not chrono boosting probes. You really fucking need to chrono boost probes, not upgrades right now, mate. Uh-oh, you gotta get back economically in this game because the harassment is not gonna end there. We've got more Hellions, more Reapers. These Widow Mines still just waiting for the Stalkers to move across the map, which is hilarious. Third CC's there. We've got the factory swapping onto the tech lab, get some safety tanks. We've got 5 barracks. He's gonna swap into bio. Of course, guys. You thought this was mech? Of course it's not mech. He's like, no, it's not mech, it's bio. The most standard bio TVP build in the world. He basically dials the harassment up to a 12 and then is like, Banshee in the main, Hellions in the natural. Oh yeah, I like burning your fucking workers, man. This is literally some just industrial murder right there. This is some Dresden shit that Kilkenny is bringing down. He's like, there's someone in Kilkenny's base sitting in the command center who's like, I actually don't think it's ethical for us to go and bomb their workers because they're non-combatants and you're basically committing like genocide. And Kilkenny's the guy who's just like, guys, take that guy out back to the command center and shoot him. They drag him down this ramp. They fucking shoot him and then they go bury him in the Vespine refinery. They're like, no one ever listened to that fuck ever again. We will continue to murder our opponent's economy and production as much as possible. Stalker's running forward here. Ooh, another shot. Oh my God, this is what I was waiting for, guys. This is like watching a guy just walk through. You guys know the thing where they're walking through the field of rakes, right? And they keep stepping on a rake and it swings up and hits them in the face. That was what this move across the map was. It was like, okay, so he gets stunned a bit, steps in the other direction, another fucking rake just swings up and hits him in the face. Unfortunately, Kilkenny has 4 medevacs and a siege tank at home. And this is the downside of a player who gets a little bit over-focused on harassment and has fucking nothing at home. Oh no. Oh, lift the command center, save it. You gotta get that command center out of there. Now there is marine production starting up. There is 9 marines building at a time. This is actually pretty sick marine production. We gotta get the SCVs down here. Okay, good lift, good lift. The marines come down, and I think with the medevacs, they're actually gonna be able to handle it. The stalkers are splitting their attacks up a bit. Tangela really needs to do damage. Is so low on workers behind us. I do like that DT Shrine's coming out. When behind, make a douche shrine. It's a desperation shrine where you make douchebag, douche Templar. The one thing which could potentially bring you back. There's no Raven, and whilst there are engineering bays and 3 orbitals, there's no turrets just yet. So I really like this call. I like that the Stalker's evac'd, but Kilkenny getting into bio now. Kilkenny plays bio like a mech player, for those who don't know. So basically what he does is he stims his unit and he clicks it into 3 mineral lines and just tries to kill all your workers and refuses to fight your army. Similar to like a mech player, he's like, oh, these aren't siege tanks. How can I use like, it's the same way, you know, like the way they use Hellions and Cyclones, right? They're like, but they're fast and they shoot good. Just fucking clicks him into 3 mineral lines and goes back to taking the 7th and 8th expansion and just building another maxed army of bio to do the same thing. Like, if Kilkenny has to fight into Storm or Colossus, like, you guys are going to see some impressive non-micro. Don't get me wrong, he's capable of micro, but he won't focus on it. I guarantee, not 100%, there's a good chance we will see a lot of Marines kind of running into lasers and getting destroyed. Now, the DTs are coming across the map, 1 to the 3rd, 1 to the natural. Do we have any turrets? Oh, no turrets. Oh my God, he spotted it. What are you, fucking been eating carrots? Do you guys remember, what was the movie? The movie with the guy who shoots really good and he eats carrots while finding clues. I can never remember the name of this movie. I've talked about this all the time. But I feel like fucking Kilkenny is that guy. He scans in the main as well. He somehow spotted that DT walking past him. A gun person? I don't think that was the name of the movie. Shoot him up. Shoot him up. Yeah. He's like the fucking guy out of Shoot 'em Up. By the way, look, this is what I'm talking about. He stims his units into multiple bases. Actually, this one, Doom dropped. Doesn't stim it. He's not looking at it. There's DTs in his base. We're actually not even going to tease him about that. That actually just makes perfect sense. Oh, kill the douche shrine, kill the douche shrine. I think he's got it, guys. I mean, look at this. But yeah. This is the sort of attack you see from Kilkenny. He just like rallies in the base. Oh, of course there's a Liberator at the same time. Kilkenny is incapable of attacking one place at once. Like, literally, he has the best sort of disease a Terran player can have, and it's Obsessive Multiprong disorder. It's literally, if he tries to attack in one place, he has a fucking seizure and just falls over. He's like, I can't do it. I can't fucking do it, man. It's actually the best condition you can have as a Terran player. He's like, I need to click things into 3 mineral lines at once. And you're like, every player who's ever played a Terran player knows that this is the most frustrating thing to play against. And yeah, it's like, how often do you play against a Terran player who gets 60 supply ahead of you? They're like, I have good macro. And you're like, cool. Now let's see how they attack. And they like F2 their whole army and they fucking move command it through your army and get it killed. And they go, in chat, Terran's unfair. I played as well as Big Gabe, but I lost. And you're like, oh, you lose, did you? Definitely not because you played like a fuck knuckle. Kilkenny does not have that problem. He does, though, have another disorder. It's called Florencio's obsession with just mutilating dead bodies. He's like, yeah, I like to kill things. You're like, oh. It's like some people are like, what do you like about StarCraft? I like the strategy. I like the mechanics. It feels really good when I click things fast. Then you like go to Kilkenny and Florencio and they're like, I like stabbing the corpse like it's a mummy. It's like I get all the hopes and dreams of my opponent and I put them in their remaining buildings and units that are on the map, and then I stab them repeatedly, like that scene from fucking The Second Name of the Wind book, A Wise Man's Fear. You know, it just makes me feel good, though. Like, you know, he does it out of necessity, but I do it because it feels good when I stab corpses. It's fun. Kilkenny's in chat, by the way. Admit it, you like stabbing corpses. He says, I love Florencio. I'm actually 2-0 against him as well. Get out of here. Go back to your fucking humble brag forum, Kilkenny. You piece of shit. You've been featured in far too many Icyfars at this point. It's like the 5th one. You've been in far too many. But as long as you keep delivering ridiculous, hilarious games, he says, yeah, I do like stabbing corpses. It is fun. Good to know. He's a fucking sicko. He's a sicko. I love... See, there. It just disappeared. That's cool. I always say, like, if something really frustrates you in StarCraft, you should off-race and try playing that thing just to get more of an understanding. Oh, he even dances at the end. Yeah. He's the guy who cuts his opponent's, like, face off and puts it on his head, like, you know, like those people, they get, like, a lion's head as, like, the hat of, like, the warlord, right? In the ancient days, he's got a lion's head sitting on top of his head. Kilkenny does that with his ladder opponent. He's got like nerd fucking, he's got a necklace with like fucking fingers on it and ears and shit. And you're like, oh, you're actually a psychopath. Cool. So guys, if anyone knows how to find out anyone's ISP, if we ever, you know, please start tracking Kilkenny now. So when there are, you know, serial killers who keep, you know, they're like, oh, his mark is he urinates on the corpse of his victim. Also, he carves like StarCraft stuff, like get wrecked easy into their corpse afterwards. So I'm like, well, okay, that's Kilkenny, guys. Time to find him. We got to track him down. He's taking it from the ladder to real life. It's too far. Fuck. GG. Well played, Kilkenny. He says, I'm so happy right now. He likes it. He's like, I do like stabbing the corpse. I like it when you all watch. Makes me feel special. I'm really uncomfortable right now, guys. Sorry for this one. We'll do another game. This is weird. Bye.